So, with 1 month to go until, well, less than a month until May the 4th, which brings many things. The new UCS set, the Clone Army, but most importantly, the May the 4th promotion, which, let's be honest, in recent years, I've just been terrible. But before we continue on what's bad and what's good and what my predictions could be or ideas for the future, let's have a look at the past May the 4th promotions. And here's where it all started in 2011 with the Shadow Earth Trooper, which you could get in polybags and was given away with certain, in Toys R Us and the Lego store for certain, like it was you if you spent £50. Really cool minifigure. It's worth a lot now, but it really kicked it off quite well. It was just a black version of the standard Earth Trooper, but I don't know. Unlike this version, which could be obtained in the battle pack in the mass, this one is a lot more special. And moving on to the great year of 2012, we got TC14, which was another one of those fun chrome minifigures. Previously to this, there had only been there was 3 figures before this that were chrome, so it was not the first. But this one was really cool. Not to mention, it was an obscure character. See, a lot of the first couple May the 4th minifigures were just obscure characters that Lego normally would never touch or never make. And this one was quite cool from the opening scene of episode 1, because let's be honest, Lego doesn't like to make a whole lot of prequel trilogy sets, so this one was quite cool. And unfortunately, 2013 was one of those years where it just started to get bad, because Hoth Han Solo isn't something that's exclusive. It's not an exclusive minifigure. It's like it was exclusive, but they then took that torso and that body and then used it in 2016, and it kind of just ruined the exclusivity of it, because it just, like, this was one of those ones we didn't need. It's not unlike the Shadow Earth Trooper, or the TC, where it's something we'd almost never usually get. It was just something that, wait, there's so many other versions of Hoth Han Solo that it just made it kind of pointless. So 2013, maybe not the best year. But then, rather amazingly, 2014, they did Darth Revan, which, like the 2011 Shadow Earth Trooper and the 2012 TC14, was a one-off. We have, again, see these 3 figures that I've mentioned, or any of these figures so far apart from the Hoth Han Solo, have never been redone. This was a good idea. This was a step in the right direction, and I really like it. I don't own any of these May the 4th minifigures because they're so expensive. I plan to own them, I just currently don't, but this was one of the things I like to see. Like the original 2, brilliant. Moving on to 2015. So the 2015 May the 4th promo, it ended up just being, Admiral Yularen, which again was one of the good ones, because like Admiral Yularen, I think had appeared in Rebels by this point. I'm not too sure, but you did see him if you looked close enough in the Death Star kind of conference room in episode 4. But this one was a really good idea. It worked, but unfortunately, this is the last minifigure that was good. I mean, so far, out of all those ones, in my opinion, the only bad one so far is the Han Solo, but from here it got quite bad. This was the atrocity, though, that really, really screwed it over. So, you got this First Order Heavy Artillery Trooper. This was a May the 4th promo minifigure that was also in a battle pack, was also in the Jakku Quad Jumper, as well as obviously being the May the 4th promo. This is bad. This is very, very bad. And this is where it started to go bad. After this, you started to get things like buildable BB-8s and R2-D2s, which are not good, but not bad. Then we started to get those little diorama scenes, and here in 2022, if it's not revealed, we don't know what we're getting. And honestly, I've had a few ideas. See, the way I see it, things like the, Hoth Han Solo, the Stormtrooper, and then the dioramas are a bit meh to me. The way I see it, May the 4th promo should be stuff that Lego would normally can't. Obviously, when you see sets, right, minifigures that would only ever work in those sets. Like, for instance, Jabba the Hutt, so I just be Crumb, but Fortuna work in Jabba's palace. But it's not like you would then take, I don't know, Emperor Palpatine and put him in. He's in the same room, but it wouldn't work, if that makes sense. They only put minifigures that work in certain sets, or they'll only make minifigures if they can put them in sets. And that's what I liked about the Shadow Off Trooper, the TC-14, the Darth Revan, and the Admiral Yarn. They couldn't really put those in that many other sets, which was a really fun part. So I have compiled a list of what... Now, these are not predictions, right? Now, this year we're meant to be getting 2 promotions. People kept blurting out that it could be that Boy Milk Luke Skywalker, and if it is, I swear to God, I'll make a rant video if that ends up being the case. I don't want that. I don't think anyone else does. So, Black Chrysanthemum is the first one. You're probably thinking, wait, why Black Chrysanthemum? Simple. He is a missed opportunity. Now, Lego, I know Book of Boba Fett ended, literally, 2 months ago? You could, and you're like, yes, they've only technically got 2 sets for that show so far. They've got the Mandalorian, they've got the Willis Palace, which is technically a Mando Season 2 set. Then you've got Mando's N1 Naboo Starfighter coming out in the summer. Black Chrysanthemum, they don't do him. He could be a May the 4th minifigure if you went all out with the printing. Do I think he's likely? He's likely to be a minifigure at some point, just I don't think he's the May the 4th promo. That's an idea. The second idea is a Chrome R2-D2. See, here's kind of where I got my idea for it. Over here we have R2-D2. And whenever his head has a bit of a shine to it. And I've always thought, why not do an R2-D2 with kind of a chrome dome? Like, keep all the blue printing, but make his dome a kind of chrome colour. That could work. I don't know, that's just an idea that's been floating about in my head. I'm just surprised I've not thought of doing something like that. Because we had the Chrome Gold MC3PO released in 2007, although that was one of those things that, they randomly inserted in the sets. Kind of like how this 2009 set would have had a random Chrome Vader inserted in the box. Fun fact, this one I have did not. I actually have that from an earlier review, but yeah. Although then you get the complaint, people going, oh, we now need a Chrome Gold C3PO, which I don't think you should do because it would devalue the other one. My next idea is Dexter Jester. Right, this is where you start to get out of a bit crazy about out of the box characters. So Dexter Jester, he is actually a character who appears in the movies. He's in Attack of the Clones. Though more importantly, for those of you who maybe the current maybe people who are in their early teens and just now, unlike me, I'm in my late teens, or people around the age of 10 might not quite get this one, but Dexter Jester, the reason I find him nostalgic other than the movie is his appearance in LEGO Star Wars the video game, the original one, that was only prequel based. Just, it would be cool. Now, the annoying thing is, since 2013, they've basically, I don't know if they did this intentionally, right, but they made that Pong Krell minifigure. Let me just show him here. So right here we have Pong Krell, who is the same species as Dexter Jester. Now also you'd have to modify the head bolt, but they have shown that they are willing to do things like that. So there's kind of a reasoning behind that in a way. It would be really cool. Like, don't make him look like a modern minifigure. Make him look the way he would have looked back in 2005 when that game came out. Go for that kind of look. My next idea, one thing I will say, I need to point out the likeliness, by the way, the likeness of them doing that R2-D2 is kind of like, I don't think so. I don't like to do it. As for Dexter Jester, I'd say there's a 5 in 10 chance that would be a good that would happen. Although that seems like the kind of thing Lego would want to put behind like a really crazy paywall, as in like kind of like Luke's lightsaber territory kind of paywall. Next one is Zero the Hutt. This one's never gonna happen, but a suggestion: all the Jabba the Hutt variants, you have the Jabba the Hutt mold. Zero the Hutt thing, like, I know his face is slightly different if you look at it, but I wouldn't. I know there's more nitpicky fans who would go, you can't use the same mold, blah 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 blah. Hate comment. Yeah, if you just change the colours, I wouldn't be too pissed, because then you're like, yeah, you get a Zero. Will that happen? Like 1 in 10 chance they'll make Zero the Hutt. The last time he appeared in any relevant Star Wars media that I know of was in 2010 in Clone Wars Season 3, so 12 years they ain't making him. Our next thing is a Chrome Phasma. I don't like the sequels, but a Chrome Phasma was one of those choices. It's like, that one kind of stared Lego right in the face. Do I think it will happen? No. At this point, I think Lego's trying to drop the sequels. There's no sequel sets this year, so yeah. R3S6. Oh, we're getting back in the obscure ones. So if you remember, like, the first few episodes of Clone Wars, there was an episode called Downfall of a Droid, and Duel of the Droids, when R2-D2 gets, he is stolen by that droid smuggler. So you could make R3S6. See, Lego, it's funny enough, right? Even in the video games, right? They usually represent, they usually make models for minifigures, right? That don't exist, but they didn't really do too much in the Clone Wars video game for him, because here's what they used. It's in here somewhere. I'm not joking, this was the render. His head should be yellow, though there's differences, like, I get they used this just for quickness, but this isn't him. I would love them to try and make an R3S6. Like, see, the way I see it, the me the fourth thing should be rewarding to the fans who like know these obscure things. Like, it's like cool minifigures just out in general. But you know, to those people who know, they know it's one of those kind of cool things. Do I think it's likely? Not really. I don't know if it's one. For me, it's one of the more memorable Clone Wars episodes, but I don't see them doing it. At least not that I think. Who knows? Maybe they will. Although I think Lego at this point kind of avoids certain sort of obscure things, knowing there's a custom market out there. They kind of leave it alone. So Senator Clovis. So this is another weird one from the Clone Wars. It's just like, come on, you could do some Clone Wars stuff. See, I see them doing a Clone Wars one for the 20th anniversary of Clone Wars. That would be a cool idea. Or even next year for the 15th. These are ideas that would work. I mean, one, we don't get that many politicians in Star Wars, right? The only ones I can think of that we get, we've got Padme, we've got Anaconda Far, and we know we've got we've got Newt Gunray. These are the only ones I can think of that they've done. So maybe cool inclusion. As for the him, I'm giving that a 0% chance I got to make him. The next one is Jango Fett in the blue jumpsuit. So that scene where Obi-Wan is talking to Jango in Attack of the Clones is like that scene. The clothing he's wearing, that kind of jumpsuit, kind of like casual clothes. That I would like to see. That would have been that'd have been cool for this year. Now who knows? Maybe that is it. I doubt it. I probably there's two promotions. I bet you one will be a build. Hopefully, Attack of the Clones related. Given the UCS set though, as Luke's land speeder on that is up for debate. But no. I think that would be a cool one to do. Just a little promo of him just in his casual outfit. I don't know why, but that would kind of be interesting. They don't do stuff like that. In fact, they've never made that many figure. Jango Fett has only popped up 3 times in Lego Star Wars. His original Slave 1, the 2013 Corporate Alliance tank droid, and the 2017 Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter. Our next one is Aunt Beru. So we've had 2 Uncle Owens, one in 2005, the other in 2014. And it's like, see, I think we should make it, and no, it's not because of the memes with the Lego skeletons, though that could be part of it. No, I think that'd be a one you could make, unless they're going to make a Lawrence Homestead, kind of like the way they did the Obi-Wan's hat. I don't really see them making that minifigure. That seems like a missed opportunity. Like, I understand why you wouldn't put her in the Sandcrawler sets. She is kind of in that scene, but she never goes right up to the Sandcrawler, so that one's one of the more understandable ones. Our next one is Shmi Skywalker. Now, there's only 2 sets. There's 3 actually. There's a lot of possibilities this one. Again, we're going around the obscure ones. And that one would work. I mean, you could have put in pod racers or anything. Like, that's what I would have put in the 20th anniversary pod racer. I would not have put Padme in it. I would have put the Shmi Skywalker. I think that's the most recent opportunity. That would work as a May 4th Pro Box again. I'm trying to go for those characters Lego have either never done or the ones that are like super unlikely. Do I think it's likely to happen? Well, I should have said for the Jango Fett's one, that's like a 9 out of 10 chance they'll do that at some point. Aunt Beru, more like a 2. Shmi Skywalker, probably 3. Chancellor Valorum, who you see in episode 1, and briefly in Clone Wars, could work as like an obscure one as well. Again, is he likely to be done? Probably not. Here's one that a lot of custom websites have made. The 2003 Clone Wars Obi-Wan could work really, really well, and I'd love to see that one. Just, would they do it? They've done the one set from the 2003 Clone Wars, and it was Anakin's custom Starfighter, so this one I really want to see, but is it likely? I am not entirely sure. Like, these are just some ideas that could work. It's like, as much as I like some of these some of the dioramas, like the 2021 May the 4th looked good. But here's the thing, none of these PCs really have exclusive prints on them, right? Apart from like a tile that says Lego Star Wars in the years, it's like, that's special. How, like, some of these dioramas could be built with parts in your own collection. I'm just saying that. So we have 2 more to go. Yes, it's right, 15, but I've got a couple of bonus ones I've come up with while watching this video. Making it. Another one that I have come up with is Cham Syndulla. So yeah, we got Hera, obviously one of the main characters in Rebels, so I can understand, why they made her. But Cham Syndulla, he appeared in a couple of Clone Wars episodes. But he also appeared in Star Wars Rebels, and he's even appeared in Bad Batch now, so it's just, come on. When are you gonna, he would make one of those cool promos. Do I think he's likely to be done? No, I think there's a higher chance of him being done than someone on the list. Just, if it appears again in Bad Batch, come on. Mind you, Bad Batch sets up being slow. Every series apart from Bad Batch seems to be getting like more than one set, which does annoy me. Because we've had that Bad Batch shuttle for nearly a year and it's went nowhere. Our next one that we have is the complete saga version of Wooher. So if you don't know who Wooher is, basically is the bartender in A New Hope, or episode 4, I want to call it. He is also the if you play Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, or just the Lego Star Wars video game 2, like the one that's based off the original trilogy, he's the bartender, and he'd make a really cool version. Now, yes, they've done 2 versions, but I'm making them, modelling them after the game. Again, it's one of those ones that have plenty of customs in it, but come on, that would be a cool thing to. I'm surprised, for 10 years of that game in 2017, they did nothing. Like, I know it's not a Lego set, so they're not gonna, do anything special, but come on, that seemed like something that should have been done. Now for a couple other ones that I've randomly come up with while making this video. So right here is one of my all-time favourite minifigures. It's Darth Malgus, the one and only version of this character to exist in Lego form. I'm surprised I've not tried. I need to go over this guy with a paintbrush and dust him up a bit. Wow, 1 second. Wow, okay, that's fixed. You would not believe how dusty this minifigure was when I did that. Wow. So, yes, the Old Republic is coming back, or at least in some form of a game. Obviously, I don't want to keep on top of the video game side of it. But this one would be really cool to have return because, well, this figure is worth over £100 as it is. A really cool minifigure. I understand why. It's one of those characters. And it's been 10 years. This figure is from 2012, and you have no idea how much it hurts to say that was 10 years ago. But, yeah. That's definitely one of them. Another one you could do, and this is the final one I'm going to use, any of the Lego Star Wars memes. Okay, we're in a day and age, memes are the main thing. Why not make one of this a meme? Like, take one of the more popular Lego Star Wars memes and make it into a set. Or if not, you do like one of the mad minifigures people seem to be making. Yeah, that's all the ideas. What one will happen? I don't know, but if I swear if they use the blue milk Luke Skywalker, I will go mental. As for the second one, it could be 2 minifigures for all we know. Or it could be a minifigure and a diorama. And if it's 2 dioramas, that'll be another brand. Anyway, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.